Hello and happy Wednesday, September 30th. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Rate Desk. I am your host, Michael Thomas, here to talk about multifamily interest rates and other news. First, let's go to the markets today. All three indices are up and in the green. That's nice to see a positive closing trading session. There has been some turbulence in the market of late. And, one analyst boiled it down to a couple key factors, which I don't think are going to surprise anybody. But vaccine news, positive economic update regarding unemployment numbers, jobless claims, etc. Election news, of course. And those really seem to be the big driving factors of the way the market is reacting. We are seeing the U.S. 10-year Treasury yield remain pretty flat to last week. It's just about 1 basis point up today, 68 basis points there, 0.68, 67 last week. And on the crude oil futures, those are hanging in as well in the flat range at the $39 barrel. Jumping over to the multifamily interest rates, more good news there. Not much change in rates, just a slight uptick, but basically flat to last week. We're seeing HUD FHA rates on the 223F fixed for 35 years at 216, that is 2.16. And on the 221D4, we are seeing that at 276, that is 2.76. Incredibly low interest rates still to this day. Going on over to the agency desk, completely flat to where we were last week. Fannie Mae quoting at 269, and of course Freddie Mac at that 290 to 311 range. So no changes there. Good news, rates are remaining low. Other news, unprecedented volumes right now with HUD continue. And as a result, the HUD office has decided to publish their queues, their application queues. Now, this is something that they've done for other sections of the Act in the past. And actually currently, I believe the 232 program still publishes queues, but now we're gonna have them in multifamily. Great thing about that is you're gonna be able to track your loan application once it's received, when it's gonna get assigned, and you can kind of just watch it move forward in the process. The other side of that is, again, HUD reaffirmed lenders must do all of their due diligence. Any remaining items must be completed, nothing left open when you send that application in. Otherwise, you face a prelim rejection. So really cook that spaghetti before you throw it against the wall, or that's gonna just come right back to you. So that's my tip there on the HUD lending. A couple other things I just want to point out. One, Suburban multifamily. We've been talking about this a little bit. I know I've mentioned it in the past, mixed use. I was just on a trip in Los Angeles and I was at Century City Mall. And in the outdoor mall there, they have these enclosures that are transparent. They're kind of cool and, Art Deco-y, but they would provide some kind of a coverage if multiple people were to occupy them in an outside space. It just got me thinking, can we see more stuff like that on multifamily campuses? Again, outdoor amenities, but keeping in mind sort of the open yet enclosed, almost the Frank Lloyd Wright indoor-outdoor kind of a thing. Could be very interesting architecturally, and again, could provide that much needed outdoor space. I don't just speak for myself here when I say outdoor space has become so critical during these times that I just see this being a design trend going forward, something to think about. One other tip I just wanted to bring up on land costs. Of course, land costs are high depending on the market you're in. If you're in an urban market, they can be very high. Some of those land costs actually can help you in the case of a HUD loan. HUD does have statutory limits constraints. So they limit the amount of your entire mortgage based on these statutory constraints, which many feel are rather outdated and don't really account for what it actually costs to build in a market like California, San Francisco, New York, etc., even Denver, for an example. So if you are in fact purchasing this land, you don't have debt, you can apply that land equity at 100%, depending on market, but many markets are able to get close to that 100% number. That actually subtracts from this limitation, this stat limit. So just kind of a little bit of a tip or a trick, if you will, on HUD financing. If you're acquiring that land and you're able to do that with equity rather than debt, you could really see a bigger maximum mortgage if you're going with the D4 new construction perm. That really could be a limiting criteria. So this could be a way around that. So That's enough for this week. It's been another great edition of Rate Desk. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm Michael Thomas, signing off.